Hey there, everybody. It's Angelo. It has been a longer day today. We're all over the place. It is 9:15 at the time of starting filming this, so getting towards the end of the day. Um, just hanging out, trying to be comfortable and relax while I keep you guys updated. And with that being said, do me a huge favor, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all that good stuff. Don't be afraid to hit the like button or leave a comment. Let me know what you think about everything. The input's much appreciated. Lets me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, and if you guys enjoy the content. So, with that being said, gonna start to get into, I guess, what I really want to talk about today. So, today I went to the doctor's, with the hematologist, because my blood count seems to bounce up and down because of all of the medication that I'm on. Because of that, they kind of have to monitor it because I can come in and out of healthy range for blood cell count, red and white, as well as platelet, and some other stuff they just like to monitor to make sure it's in a healthy level. Today we were pretty good. Not what I was hoping for, but it wasn't bad. Not anything they're really worried about health wise. Um, it's something that the medication kind of has an effect on. So, with all of the things that are coming up, including like surgery and stuff like that, it was just like one of those things to get crossed off the list. And then, of course, they're going to want to follow up a couple months afterwards, make sure that, everything is in somewhat of a safe range, make sure that I'm okay. I'm not putting myself at jeopardy, which is it's a good precaution. You go in, you sit down for 10, 15 minutes, they draw your blood, you sit down for another 10 minutes, they call you into a room, they tell you, hey, so this is what you're doing right, this is what you're doing wrong, this is the balance here, here's what you can do to fix this, here are some other alternatives as well. I've been given the alternative of iron supplementation because I'm not able to eat certain foods, um, as well as um, through IV. So right now we're going to try to see if we can adjust it through some diet changes, and then based on that change, we will see if anything else needs to be done. But the good news is that I noticed was that my vitamin D was in a good range. I think it was last time, but I am actually supplementing vitamin D right now, and I have been for a while. And it took me a while to get back into range, even with like all this time that I had spent outside. So that was kind of nice to know that just like a little something, you know, that I'm healthy in basically all ranges or on like the fringe of healthy, and they're not really too worried about it, which is good. It's just precautionary to do that type of stuff. I know I rant sometimes in these videos, but there's a lot going on. There's all these things you have to think about when you go to a doctor, and what you're going to ask them, what type of feedback you're expecting, and this is usually the feedback I get. It's like, hey, you're in range, and then you're a little bit low, and then oh, you're just at the cusp, or so it does a lot of fluctuating, and for me that's kind of annoying because I guess I understand obviously the body fluctuates and things like that, but I don't really understand why my count has been fluctuating so much, considering that I eat proteins, I eat vegetables, I have a balanced diet relatively. So it's kind of annoying because without if it wasn't the um, for the medication, I know that I would be in a healthy range for something they wouldn't have to follow up and keep maintaining to see if I'm good or not. But that it is what it is. Like I said, this is something that I'm not really too worried about. It's more something that just to follow up on, make sure everything's healthy. You know, it looks like they said kidneys functioning good, so which is perfect because take way too much medication for my kidneys not to be functioning properly. Um, I believe like my liver functions good, all of that stuff. So, you know, really they just said there's a couple of alternatives for iron. We're gonna go with the stuff that's probably the least invasive, which is just some dietary adjustments. That's basic stuff. um and just see how it plays out. Really, it could just be my medication, and then maybe I have to take just an extra supplement or something like that. Who knows? um but we'll find out day by day. I'll be back there in March, so that won't be for a while. You guys won't know about that for a little bit. I won't know about it for a little bit either, and towards the end of March too. So really trying to, I guess come to grips with everything else that's been going on, and whether it's work related, job related. And when I say job related, that could be something that I helped work on, something that I am working on, myself, um, putting out applications. And there's so many other things that it could be. Today we did an estimate, did some other small stuff back at the house. Just saw that the progress is going along. The tile looks really good. The guys are doing a really great job. It's nice to see. Um, and really just basically seeing everything come together, and know that this is like we're coming towards the tail end, I would say. And you know then after that, it's a question of what next. I know that I'm due for a shot, at a solid job. um I have the experience to back it up. And we'll find out when we get there. With that being said, you guys, if you have any challenges going on right now, there are plenty of people that have overcome extraordinary challenges and have continued to go on to do great things. You can be one of those people that overcomes a difficult challenge to do something great, whether it's for someone else or if it's just for yourself. And to just keep fighting the good fight. Don't give up. I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep fighting. You guys keep fighting. And I will see you all soon.